Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emerald Tail. We are celebrating reaching over 500 subscribers. That's so cool. I'm also a stand-up comedian. I think 600 is the biggest crowd that I've played to. So every video I do, I'm trying to perform in front of a crowd that I performed in front of before. And oh my god, how do I do this? This is so awkward for me. I kind of wanted to go through what I do now to celebrate accomplishments and things like that. Because before, my big kind of celebration thing would be food. Going out and getting food or like making something special and things like that. And I did. I wanted to say some of the other things that I did to really savor the moment. And some of it led to some funny moments. A lot of ups and downs. There was just generally ups and downs that I was associating with this goal because they were kind of attached to other goals. And I think that that also really attests to when you have weight loss goals and how the different weird things in your life kind of impact that. You think that they're going to go to plan and it's just going to go tickety-boo and then it'll be so great and make you feel great and it'll go awesome. And then it doesn't meet your expectations and you're just sort of like, oh, that doesn't even feel like a real prize then if it isn't what I thought it was going to be. I'll get into exactly what I mean. So the first thing I did to celebrate reaching 500 subscribers was I booked an oil change. And I know that that doesn't sound like a big deal to other people, but I was like, that's what I really want to do. I really want to get my oil change done because I've been putting it off for a bit and I also need new windshield wipers. So I was like, I'm going to be an adult and celebrate this by booking that and by spending money on that. I will have accomplished something because I also have a limited amount of money to spend and like I don't want to spend it on a lot of other stuff and I didn't really know how much this oil change was going to be, so I was like, I'm going to set the money aside and I'm going to pay for that. And that's going to be my celebration thing. I'm going to pay for an oil change and new windshield wipers. And I go in and I think that because I booked the appointment a while ago, that it's going to be tickety-boo and it's not going to take a long time. But an hour and 15 minutes later, they call me over and they're like, hey, your oil change is done. And it's going to cost you $230 because it was like, oh, wow. It was so hard to do and it took us a really long time. And, we were like shocked that one of the standard things that we have to do is check the vents, and checking the vents took such a long time and they were so dirty. It was crazy. And I was like, wow, oh, that's awful for you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you had to deal with my vents. Oh God. And I paid it and I was happy. I was just like, oh, I got it done. That's great. And I got in my car and I realized, wow, I paid $230. One sec. I have to make sure raccoons aren't like hurting my dogs or something. Guys. Oh my goodness. How funny is that? There's raccoons fighting outside. You guys done? Okay. Oh, that was the other thing too. I got a haircut. Yeah, it's a little bit shorter now. I just got a little trim, and the significance of the haircut is that I've been doing a hair care journey since the day I was born. I've never had a really good relationship with my hair because it's always been kind of actually more of a mousy color and has always been really thin. And when I was growing up, my grandma really reinforced to me that she admired thick hair and did not like my hair and would always have it super chopped off. Like I had a super short bob for the majority of my childhood. And then I would dye it all of the time. I would dye it and then I would dye it. I would have all kinds of different colored hair, like bright red hair, burgundy hair, black hair. A while ago now, I guess, my hair was bleach blonde. Yeah, it was like Marilyn Monroe blonde, and I used to curl it every day and have it you know, and I used to have it like that for like 5 years. It was like that for 5 or 6 years and I loved it. I didn't love maintaining it for a while there, but I did love the fact that I felt really proud of it and I felt beautiful. But then my hair started to become absolutely destroyed. It was turning into bubble gum, and if you pulled on it, it would stretch and then like go back, and every time it was wet it would just like crinkle up and look like Mr. Noodles kind of noodles, and it was just very unhealthy and breaking all of the time and very damaged. And because I couldn't dye it as much as I needed to for it to match all the colored, I would have like super yellow roots and then like super white ends, and it would just be like, and then I thought it was gonna be so cool. I thought it was gonna look like, I can't believe I thought this, but that's just how it goes when you're under a lot of stress and you need to change your hair. I made a couple of bad decisions. I thought it would look more like the character from Kim Possible. I thought I would look like Shigo from Kim Possible. It would look super cool. Or like Billie Eilish, but in a different way. But I did not. It looked like I had a Britney Spears moment, but I should have just gone the full way and shaved the damn thing. I dyed it
green
with like
pink
strands here, and I thought it would look so cool, and it just did not hit the mark. And so then I just dyed the whole thing black, and for I think about a year I was dyeing it black, and then I just stopped for a year and I just let it grow out. So for a while it was like dirty brown because it was really blonde but with black hair dye on it, and I was letting it grow out, and you could kind of see the healthy hair growing, and then this frizzy, like messy and unhealthy, and patchy is the word I'm looking for, patchy all over, and you could see my natural hair like growing. And every time I would go to the hair salon, I would make it a point every 4 months I would go to the hair salon and get another 1.5 inches chopped off, and they would be like, oh yeah, I see the ring around your head of like natural hair and the dyed hair. I see it. I see what you mean. They would touch it first before I would say anything, and they're like, so, do you use a lot of heat on your hair? And then I would explain, no, I just dyed the absolute hell out of it and stripped it of all of its nutrients. And then they were like, oh yeah, okay, I can see the mission. And they would very much encourage me to do exactly what I was doing. But anyway, I digress. The significance of this haircut was that the last haircut I got was the sort of official final chopping of all of the dye. But I kind of suspected that the bangs had just a little bit at the end, just because the bangs take longer to grow than the rest for some reason. So this time was like the absolute 100% official chopping off of any dye. So this is 100% all natural. That's right, folks. It's all natural. All this, all new growth. Take a look, folks.
See this? All brand new growth. Check it out, people, brand new.
Has anybody ever seen Eight-Legged Freaks? I love that movie. That was a childhood staple for me. But yeah, so now I'm kind of like pairing this YouTube journey with my health journey, with my hair journey. So it's all kind of tying in together. So yeah, I was on the phone talking to my boyfriend, telling him about how proud I was that I got my haircut done and how healthy my hair is and I'm gonna let it grow. And then I got my oil change done, but they didn't have time to do my windshield wipers. And that's where he caught me. He was like, didn't have time to do your windshield wipers? I was like, yeah. He was like, how much did it cost? I was like, oh yeah, it cost $230. He said that he saved me some money. He did say that, actually. He did say that he actually saved me some money. And immediately my boyfriend was like, send me the receipt. I want to see the receipt. And I had to send him the receipt. And he was like, I'm going in tomorrow. I'm going in for you and I'm demanding your money back. Because, oh, I didn't know any of this. I didn't know this, okay? What happened was they billed me. Apparently what happens is while the oil is changing, there is a routine check that they do, but they do it while the oil is changing. What they did to me was they said that they needed half an hour to check each filter extra. And then my boyfriend said, like, no, let me show you where the filter is. And he opened the glove compartments and popped it out. It was literally like 20 seconds. And I felt very bamboozled and embarrassed. It was very sad. So he was able to go in to Canadian Tire. That's where it was, by the way. I'm not silencing myself. I think everyone should know. What the hell? If you're a girl, don't go to Canadian Tire. Call around or something, because like that was crazy. Apparently it's supposed to cost like $100 for the oil change. And then the windshield wipers, which like $150 maybe. I paid $230. Oh well, whatever. Anyway, somehow my amazing boyfriend was able to get me back $50 and free windshield wipers, and they put them on, and I sat there and I was so sad because they were like, we didn't have time to put on the windshield wipers. It's literally like they pop them off and then they pop them on, and it takes no time at all. So yeah, but I just had a smile on my face the whole time. Like I went in there because I was equally as embarrassed. I went in there and I was just like, hey, it's me again. And the guy that said all that stuff to me, like was like dancing around the cash register, trying to get our stuff sorted without making eye contact with me at all. So at the end of the day, it felt like, you know what? I got a brand new haircut. I got my oil changed. And Canadian Tire was so proud of me for reaching 500 subscribers. They gave me free windshield wipers. That's amazing. And then also, I got to hang out with some friends and watch the Oscars and do cheese fondue. And then a little bit of chocolate fondue. And it was amazing. It was so much fun. I just wanted to say, you just gotta have a positive attitude and say to yourself, you know what? I'm just doing my best. And I'm doing my best while not overeating. And that's amazing because it is stressful and annoying. Like I could have been really sad at the fact that I got horrifically bamboozled. But I was just really happy that I had somebody to come in and save the day and support me and then go and stick up for me and kind of show me how it's done. So hopefully next time I can just either prevent that from happening in general by asking a couple more questions and doing a little bit more research. You know, research, knowledge is power. That's for sure. Knowledge is absolute power. But I'm just really grateful that he could help me with that. And then also just like my fresh haircut, I feel so freshened up and just ready to take on this new era of actually embracing my natural hair and feeling good about what I can grow myself, I guess. Oh, and I almost forgot. So this was my other little treat to myself. I got this from a thrift shop, this shirt from a thrift shop, and I didn't really like the fact that it was super long. It was almost like a dress, but not quite long enough to be a dress. And I love the sleeves on it, and I really like the cinched in, kind of like cut off look at the waist, the crop top look. So I decided to take it in myself. And so yeah, those are a couple of things that not only did I do in celebration, but I made sure to make a point in my mind while I was doing those things. This is to celebrate 500 subscribers. This is to celebrate reaching my goal. And I'm really happy about it. And I'm really happy that I could choose these things to do those things. And the reason why is because it puts intention on making sure that you are recognizing the good and the positive. Because sometimes what can happen is that the negative creeps up on us and that's all we focus on. And then that's all we remember. Instead of the fact like, oh wait, I actually had an incredible week. And I, achieved a lot of my goals. And I feel really good about myself. So I encourage you to do the same. In celebration, I think I would really appreciate if you could turn to yourself and say, these are the things that I set out to do and I actually did them, and that is cause for celebration. So thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you and I hope that you stick around. Thanks so much and bye for now.